So people ask us a lot, when is the time to replace a heating and air conditioning system? Well, a lot of that depends on how long you're going to be in your home. If you're only going to be there for a year or two, you might consider replacing it because the next guy that's moving in might want a brand new system, or then you'll be stuck buying a system they want instead of a system you can afford for the people buying the home. But one of the things that we kind of lean on a lot is our financing. We have a 0% program for 5 years. Basically take your system and divide it by 60, and that's what it's going to cost you per month. It's a great program. You can get into a system without having to put anything out now, and basically pay for it over the next 5 years. And one of the things that we look at with customers is what we call utility overpayment. So if you're going to be in your house at least 5 more years, and the system is 10 years old, there's kind of an average that we use, and we can go through and do what's called a utility overpayment calculator, where basically we take your BTU rating of your air conditioner and we divide it by that mystical magical number that us air conditioning guys use. It's called SEER. It's your seasonal energy efficiency rating. And that tells you kind of your miles per gallon for an air conditioner is really all it is. So that SEER rating we take and we divide the BTUs by SEER to get how many watts that we use per hour that the unit operates. Divide by 1,000 to get the kilowatts. And there's a form that we use, and the average system that's 10 years old is going to be about an 8 or 9 SEER unit. A new system average is going to be about 16 to 18 SEER. So just the cost on the outdoor unit, just the box sitting outside, we can do the utility overpayment calculator on that. And that box outside costs around $300 a year more to run than a new one. Then you have your fan downstairs, your fan motor. Your fan motor, same thing, costs about $300 a year to run versus a newer motor. On top of that, you're going to have inflation. So are things going to go up or down over the next 3 years in cost? They're probably going to go up. So if you have a 10-year-old system, we're going to say it's going to last 3 to 5 more years. So we use an average of 3 years. So it's going to go up, $200 or $300 a year over the next 3 years. And then future repairs. If you got a 10-year-old system and it's going to last 3 more years, you're probably going to put a little bit of money into it, maybe $500 or $600. And then at the end of it, what we get down to is we figure out over the next 3 years, the total cost to keep that system is around $3,100. So if you have a 10-year-old system versus a modern 16 SEER, more efficient, newer system, over just a 3-year period, you're going to spend $3,100 to keep that old system. And then if it breaks after 3 years, what do you have to do? You have to buy a new one. Well, now you threw all that money away. Instead, you could have taken that $86 a month you were throwing away and put it into a new system, which on average costs around $120 a month if you're doing a 5-year program. So basically for $40 a month, you get better comfort, better efficiency, better overall living, and a much better system, quieter. There's really kind of no downside. And then 5 years from now, if you go to sell the home, you have a 5-year-old system that's been well maintained for 5 years, it's still under warranty that we can transfer to a new homeowner. So it's pretty much, if your unit's 10 years old, it's kind of time to replace it.